Hello everybody, and today we're going to be looking at the top 3 LEGO Minecraft sets of 2023 and why they're the best. So let's get started. In number 3 we have the Iron Golem Fortress. Now this set came out in the January wave, so it came out just this August, and it does look really nice. It's a really nice mob house style thing. Of course, I'm not the biggest fan of mob houses, but this one is done quite well. When it comes to mob houses, this is how you should do it, because it has some features that aren't just a mob house, and they do make it so it is more of a fortress style thing, instead of just making the Iron Golem. I would say that it does look a bit fat, I'm just going to say that, because of how they built it. Sometimes it just doesn't look right, but I think overall it's a really nice set. It also has some pretty good minifigures, including the Charged Creeper, which you've only seen in a few other sets, such as the Modern Treehouse or the Mountain Cave. So before that, it was really rare. So yeah, you've got some nice minifigures here, a kind of nice build. Of course, it is a mob house, and alongside that, you've also got some quite nice new pieces and everything like that. And of course, it's a newer set, and it's the largest set of the summer wave. So obviously, size can make it so it is a bit better than some of the other sets. I'm just going to say that right out. The size of it does make it a lot better. If it was a smaller mob house, it wouldn't be so high up and probably wouldn't have made the top 3 of 2023. And moving on, in spot number 2, from the January wave, we have the Deep Dark Battle. The most anticipated set of 2023 being that it had the Warden in. Of course, the Warden came out last year, and it was a really cool mob. It was like another boss mob, yet it wasn't really a boss mob. It was just a really strong one that comes only not very much. It's very rare to find because ancient cities are quite rare. So you're not going to find it very often, but it was a really cool mob, and I was excited to see how they do it in LEGO because they did pretty well with the weather, and the Ender Dragon, they had a good one and a bad one. So it can go either way with the Ender Dragon, but the weather was really good. So I want to see what they do with this. And it was a bit of a mix between the two, because on one hand they had some really good printing for stuff like the torso, like the chest and stuff, and the face. And then on the other hand they had that weird strip on the end, which just didn't look right, and really long horns which didn't look right either. Some of the colouring is just a bit off for the Warden, so I think that is something they could have worked on. They did okay with it. They definitely could have made a better Warden with more printing on it, but for what they had, I think they did pretty good. It was maybe a bit rushed because of how quickly they had to get it out for the 2023 wave to add some hype for it, but overall, a really nice minifigure, alongside a good set with some nice skins, as well as having some sculpt sensors and shriekers and stuff like that, and a few play features which are pretty cool. So overall, it gets the essence of an ancient city alongside having a nice minifigure. And finally, the first place is the sword Outpost. Now, it may not seem that this would be first place, but the thing is, bigger isn't always better. Sometimes it's the smaller sets with lots of detail that can be really good. For example, this has some nice minifigures, such as the Alley, which is a really cool minifigure. It's a new one, it's got a nice head, could have worked on the body and stuff, maybe using the baby zombie one from stuff like the zombie cave, but we can get past that. Some nice skins, and overall just a really nice set. As well as that, I had the jukebox, which was new as well, alongside a music disc, which I think is super cool that they're adding new stuff even in their smaller sets. And then you have that little castle thing alongside the main thing being the diamond sword. Now this sword is really cool, and it just adds a lot, and it's super detailed, and it just looks really cool in the whole setting of everything, which I think they did really well. Of course, the back of it isn't amazing because it's a bit bland on the back, but still, overall, a great set with some great minifigures, some good detail, some really nice looking stuff there. The diamond sword looks amazing going into the ground and stuff, and they really did it really well there. They did a lot of attention to detail and everything like that. So those were the top 3 LEGO sets of 2023. I really hope you enjoyed this video. You can subscribe up there. There's another down there. I really hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you all next time.